Hey Neal, these new construction houses are awesome.
All right, hold on. It can be awesome, but there are some things that you have to consider as well.
I guess so. There's a few things. I mean, some things that could catch you off guard, even some hidden costs.
There's pros and cons for sure.
That's right. Let's get into it. All right, y'all, we know new construction homes, everybody likes a new house. You know, you get in, everything's brand new appliances, all that. It's been a little difficult, you know, over the past, I'd say, well, really a couple of years. But
500.
500, 500, 500.
501 penny.
501 penny. $1 million.
700.
That's not worth it.
But it's getting a little better though, right?
Buyers have more cards right now than they did a year ago, 6 months ago. Builders were almost pushing agents away because they didn't need us, and I get it, it's supply and demand. They'd start building a house, it would be sold by the time it was framed up. They're starting to come on the MLS now, they're starting to put them out there as competition with resale homes as well.
Yeah, so now that you're getting those, you've got the builders actually wanting to trying to help get buyers, help them bring buyers in. So they're looking for that. Maybe even got some incentives and just more things available. Right?
Yeah, we're getting emails all the time now from the buyer or from the builders that are in town all the time, especially the ones doing large projects, and they're saying, "Hey, guess what? We're offering this, we're offering that," and they didn't really want to talk to us there last year.
Now, before we get too deep into talking about new construction, I think we need to get into the timelines of really what you need to be looking at for the different types of what's available.
Yeah, new construction can be complete, ready to move into. No different than buying a normal house. 30 to 45 days to close on that is typical. You can get it where it's almost done, and it might not be much longer than that.
Maybe something like something right here behind us.
It's close, or you can get into something that's really a couple months from being done, and sometimes then you can have a little bit of say in the finishes. Hey, we would rather have this kind of countertop or this color bathroom fixtures, stuff like that. But if you're getting from a spec builder, one that does a lot, they're only going to have a limited amount of options for any finishes because they pump the houses out quick. If you get into a custom builder, you're going to have all the options because you're going to go with them and say, here's what I'm thinking. It's going to go to an architect. They're going to draw it. It's going to get priced out. It's a much longer process, and we're talking more like 5 or 6 months, and that's after you have broken ground. You got to get the drawings, the bids, all that stuff too. So we're looking at 8 or 9 months. Quick plug, if you are looking for a custom builder, my partner, Mike Judah of Judah Real Estate Group, is a custom builder. He's been at it for decades in the area, great reputation, builds great homes too.
Yeah, so that's a great resource there if you are looking into those new construction, if you are the full custom, if you've got time for that. But basically, you can still get into new construction even if you need to be here next month. Just more time gives you more flexibility.
And one tip too, go with an agent. Even if you're reaching out to one of those spec builders and they've got a home almost done, get someone to represent you. I've seen some wild things on those contracts. It doesn't cost you anything more. It's not free. It's worked into the price of the house already. So you can have representation from an agent even on new construction.
That's right. Since we're talking about your timelines and you getting here and moving here and reaching out to an agent, I think it's good now that we point out that, hey, we're making these videos. We love making these videos for you. We'd love for you to get down there to subscribe, click the bell. That way you get notified when our videos come out. We're doing them all about the different areas around Louisville and different things like new construction. Like I said, if you are that person who really is already thinking about your timeline and you're considering these things, take it a step further.
You got to reach out. You can call, email, text, or
sound the bugle,
because we're going to make your move to Louisville a smooth one. New construction definitely does have pros and cons. When you move into a neighborhood that's early, it's still being built. For one, the price of the real estate itself is going to be lower because it tends to appreciate as more stuff gets added. There's also construction going on while you're living at home. Take, for example, this. The people across the street right there, they've got to look at this every morning while they're going to work, while they're doing whatever. Their porch is not a haven yet. But you don't have to clean up anybody's messes. I mean, how many people have gone into a new home, and they're like, man, they really did a number on this, the people that lived here, and you find things. A pro though is that you have to have a 1-year builder's warranty with the new construction, and they will come back and fix those things that's wrong with it. You probably will have to deal with a little bit of like, hey, this isn't quite right. It's just not going to be perfect. It's built by people, and people make some mistakes, but they will come and fix that. A new house is going to have issues, or a resale house is going to have issues also. New houses, don't think you're exempt from having issues to deal with just because the house is new.
Now we'll jump in here and give you a little bit of a pro tip. If you can find it, you can avoid some things, having to deal with the warranty issues, the stuff that comes up, at least a lot of it. If you can find a house maybe that's a year or two old in a new construction neighborhood, maybe even like some of these here, you know, somebody comes in, they get transferred out. They've already got all your window treatments, your blinds, they've got their fence built. They've got all this stuff already done. They've made that new house into a home, and you can just take it over from there. But if you do decide to go ahead and stick with that brand new build, you want to finish out something like what's going on here, you do have some of those costs to think about. Maybe they could be the things that catch some people off guard.
Yeah, it would be bad to roll into a newly built house with a bank account at zero. Window treatments. You got a lot of windows in here. The builder's not going to provide those. I know some places they don't put the deck on. A fence is one of the biggest things. A builder typically will not install the fence. If you've got dogs and you don't walk them all the time, you want to just let them out, you're going to have to pause on that until you get the fence up at your new place.
Yep, and that's just a few of those little costs that, you know, you think you're moving into something that's brand new, it's ready, it's obviously it's move in ready, it's brand new. A lot of people don't realize there's those little things that you're going to have to add, you know, it's good to be aware of that. And you know, if you're looking at this, you're ready to move into a new construction, you do pay sometimes a little bit more for that, new construction, but whether you're looking to buy a new construction or a resale house, and you're moving here to the Louisville area,
you're probably going to need a job when you come to Louisville. So I think you should check out our video all about the top employers in the Louisville area. We'll see you there.